Welcome back to the vlog, you guys. Hope you had an amazing week. Today's Friday, which means it is date night. Hannah and I have been really busy lately. I feel like I talk about that in every vlog, but we haven't really had a date night in a while, so we're gonna go up the road to Provision. It is a restaurant slash bar. Is it a Cunningham restaurant? You see, Hannah and I love going to Cunningham restaurants because we have one of their VIP cards. So every dollar you spend is like a point or some shit. And after you spend your life savings, they'll give you like a $20 gift card, you know, something silly like that. But we like going. I mean, it doesn't really matter which restaurant you go to. They all have really, really good food. And I'll go ahead and link the Cunningham Group website below just so that you guys can take a look at some of the restaurants that they have. Hannah's not a big IPA girl, but that's okay.
I was the one that got you into IPAs. You thought they were...
Yeah, except I started drinking IPAs like 5 years before we met. So Hannah and I decided just to come here for drinks and appetizers. We started with their house version of an old fashioned, and it was okay, just had a little too much ice, and Hannah's had a little too much booze in it, so I went ahead and took that off her hands. Next, we split the corn and crab chowder. The consistency was spot on, and they actually gave you a pretty decent amount of crab meat. The other item we shared was just an assortment of bread, and that was accompanied with garlic and herb butter, as well as a sun-dried tomato oil. If you guys do end up going, you got to get the bread, and I would definitely recommend the corn chowder as well. So the second half of date night was supposed to be us going to Whole Foods. We were going to get some pizza and just some snacks and stuff to kind of bring back here and cook, just so that we could hang out at home. Well, we did that, and we ended up picking up some wine and some beer while we were at it. And wouldn't you know it, as we were walking out, I said, babe, I think this bag's gonna break. And it held up just fine right until we got into the elevator at home. We ended up losing a bottle of wine and only one of the 6 beers, so that's good. I had to rinse everything off in the sink. It was a mess. It looked like a crime scene. So I think I'm gonna have a couple beers. Hannah's gonna have some wine. Looks like the pizza's going into the oven as we speak. And I think we're just gonna watch TV. Did you miss us? Oh, it's a good girl. That's your favorite spot.
You'd be so kind to get my opener and my aerator out of there, please.
2 seconds later.
I'm too impatient. I can't wait.
Story of my life.
You're too slow.
Also, I forgot to tell you guys, as we were walking out the door, I was telling you about the point reward system and how it's kind of silly or pointless, whatever. Well, as it turns out, we hit the threshold or the mark necessary to get a gift card. So we walked away with a $100 gift card tonight.
We've spent $1,000 in food over the span of what? I would say 2 years?
2 weeks. Probably took about 2 years to get it, which means we get to wait another 2 years before we get another one. So, cheers to blowing our money on overpriced but tasty food. So with last night being date night, I obviously wanted to have fun and not really have to worry about this morning. I knew going into last night that I had a little bit of work to do this morning if I really wanted to get up and go. And I don't know if it's just my body getting used to being up so early all the time, but it was 5:40. I woke up on my own and I was wide awake. So I ended up going into work for a couple of hours, worked on a couple of houses, and out of nowhere, it started snowing. It kind of caught me off guard because I knew we were supposed to get just a light dusting. I even checked the forecast yesterday just because I got my truck washed and I wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting my time. But I didn't expect to get this much, and it's crazy how temperamental Indiana weather is. The whole time at work, while I'm watching the snow come down, I'm just dreading the eventual drive home because, like I said in last week's vlog, I take 465 pretty much anywhere I go, and that is where I'd say most of the traffic in Indianapolis is. And of course, everybody's going really slow, but I lucked out because all of the slow drivers were on the opposite side. But I did end up counting like I think 5 accidents. Like they were just EMS vehicles, police, tow trucks, everywhere, the whole 9 yards. I don't know, I get it. You can't always control the road conditions, but my God, people, driving in the winter is not that hard. Just don't drive like an idiot. But I'm obviously home now. I think I'm gonna make some breakfast and just take it easy for a little bit, and then I might work out at the apartment complex just so I don't have to be out on the roads next to all these maniacs. Alexa, enough. Man, this lighting is crap. Why is my forehead so shiny? Okay. I wasn't about to put you guys through another cooking montage. I think I did enough of that last week. As you can see, my breakfast was a little bit bigger today, and I'm slowly but surely starting to introduce more calories to each of my meals. And I'm doing that because this winter I'm trying to build as much lean mass as possible, and I kind of want to do it on the clean side. In weightlifting, you can either dirty bulk, which means you literally eat everything under the sun, so Taco Bell, fast food, pizza, like whatever it is. And if you dirty bulk, it's a lot easier because it's easier to get more calories. Or you can clean bulk, which is a little bit more difficult to do because, as the name suggests, you eat clean. It has to be more thought out because you have to eat a lot of food to get the same caloric intake as you would just from a small fast food meal. This is pretty standard for weightlifting or fitness, you know, where the colder months you're typically trying to put on as much weight as you can. And then before spring gets here, you try to cut weight and look a little bit toned. You know, that way when you're at the beach or on the lake, you don't look like 200 pounds of bird shit. At least that's my mindset. But I gotta tell you guys, I've really enjoyed just my whole fitness regimen lately. The new gym, the supplements I'm taking, my diet, like I'm really pleased and it's starting to show. I feel like I'm building more mass in my back and in my chest. Those are two areas that I've been trying to work on, and my skin's been clear, my hair feels healthy. I know these are pretty specific things, but after eating like crap for years, you start to know the small stuff like this pretty quick when you kind of clean up your act, so. I am essentially out of housework to do, so that means I need to go work out. As I was getting my workout gear on, specifically this tank top, it reminded me of the night that I actually got this. The same day that we moved in here, I forgot that I had committed to help Southbound Beretta at one of their shows. The venue was like 2 miles down the road, so it wasn't really that difficult, but I just remember being kind of sleep deprived because, you know, after moving you're just dead emotionally, physically, mentally, like you're just not wanting to do anything. So we got all of our stuff moved in here, and obviously we hadn't even unpacked, and it was probably like, I don't know, like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm like, all right, see ya, Hannah, I gotta go do a show. So I like went over there just half asleep and filmed this show for them. Anywho, the tank top. Southbound Beretta makes amazing apparel and even better music. So I've got their website linked in the description. Go check them out. These guys shred. Let's do it.
Mr. Slowman.
I can go slower if you want. Okay. We're actually on the road now. We're heading up to Topgolf. Her dad's birthday's in a couple days, so we're heading up there with the family and just gonna hit some balls, and I'm gonna make a fool of myself.
Never.
Plus 20 or so, we'll say.
20 or so.
So they finally decided to buy you a round of lemon drops for your birthday to celebrate for you guys.
Very good, thank you. Everybody in? Oh my goodness. Lemon drop. When's the last time I had a lemon drop?
Yum.
No amount of coffee is going to keep me awake today. I am beyond exhausted. Topgolf was a blast. I am sore from like up here all the way to the bottom of my obliques from swinging because I never play golf, but for some reason I have a set of clubs, but whatever. We had a great time at the family last night. I know Norm really had a good time too with all of us kids there. Once we got done there, Hannah went over to her mom's. She had to take her to the airport this morning. And then I ended up going over to Adam's and hung out with the guys. Adam's got this really cool racing simulator that we tinker with from time to time. And so I kid you not, for like two and a half hours, we were just going back and forth, going around these tracks. We tried drifting a little bit and come to find out we all suck at it. So nonetheless, Hannah and I were both up really late. And I think we slept until like 9:30, which is like absurd because we're used to getting up like 4 hours before that. Hello. Okay. Hannah's on the phone with her mom. Oh wait, speaking of Hannah's mom, you got to see what she got Ruby.
What is that? You said,
Oh my god, that
sit.
is so cute.
Stay. 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 Ruby, stay. So Hannah and I have gone through our fair share of TV shows. We usually finish one season of something and then we'll bounce to another and then wait for another season of the other show to come out. I mean, it's a whole process. We've done that with Ozark, Stranger Things, SVU. I mean, the list goes on. But there's one show in particular that sits miles above all the other TV shows. And they just came out with a new season of it today. And we are so excited to watch it.